Hey all, FTRV, how you doing? Guess where we are? Wild and wonderful West Virginia. Come on with us. First stop, the Greenbrier in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. I mean, look at the front of this place. Got to park across the street here, but that's the Amtrak train. There is a shuttle that'll bring you across. We decided to walk. What's famous about the Greenbrier, or maybe infamous? The government bunker that's built into the side of the hill. It was a secret bunker just in case Congress had to meet and something happened in DC. They would come here. And I actually came here about 25 years ago, right after 9/11. Republicans had a retreat and we had to come here to provide hazmat services. It was the first time we were threat level orange after 9/11. And George Bush was coming for the retreat. So we had to secure this whole area along with Secret Service. The senators and congressmen came in by train right at the train station back there. We had to walk across to the building, but look at this place. I mean, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. I think there's a couple golf courses here. Utterly gorgeous. Does it remind you of a building that Jack Nicholson was in?
Greenbrier water.
Not only a historical building, but a beautiful building. And you can stay here for about $1,000 a night if you'd like. Get some good golfing in. All right, on to the next stop. Next stop, Lewisburg, West Virginia, and the Old Red Mill Tap House and Grill. I went a nice egg salad sandwich and some fries. Dawn went urban maple wings. So how was the Old Red Mill Tap House?
Yummy. I like my wings.
Where are we heading next?
To the caverns.
Ooh, some caverns. Let's get in Vannie VanGo. And got a free sticker. We made it to the Lost World Caverns, and look, these guys. They ain't want nothing to do with us. Let's head into the Lost World Caverns. Of course, the Lost World Caverns is where Bat Boy was found. Yeah, a little bit of Lewisburg folklore. Story goes that a 10-year-old boy fell into the cavern and then came back out 30 years later, half humanoid, half amphibian or something like that. And that's where Bat Boy came from. I mean, we're on our way down. Yeah, once you get underground, it constantly stays at like 56 degrees or something. I mean, as soon as we got to that point, 20, 30 degrees cooler. It is a little tight, a little wet, and a little slippery. You're about to walk through a cavern, 1,000-foot long, 300-foot wide, 12 stories tall, and 100 feet below the surface. These limestone blocks fell from the ceiling and were formed 320 million years ago. Ice cream wall. Looks like you're on another planet. Water has been dripping from that ceiling about 30 feet up for so long. It has worn holes into this limestone. So we took the kids, I'd say, gosh, easily 12, 15 years ago, to some caverns in Virginia. And I went to Luray Caverns as a kid. Luray Caverns is the one that has the organ that plays the, how do they call them? Stalagmites or stalactites? I forget which one is from the ground up and the other is from the ceiling down. This one is called the Castle and is no longer growing because the water has stopped. And they say you're allowed to touch it. I mean, it feels like marble. This one is the largest in the caverns here. It is estimated to be over 5 million years old. Here is an opening to the caverns. And evidently, people used to throw their dead cows and stuff in through that hole. So there's a bunch of bones and some other trash down here. Down is easier than up. Whew. Of course, they have a nice gift shop. Yeah, it gets hot right here.
That was really good. That was fun.
Yeah.
Nice way to cool off, right?
Well, I know. But the walk up's got me sweating again.
Yeah. Good thing about it is if you have AAA, they give you $3 off.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Sweet. We love a good discount. Got a little rain starting, but we made it to downtown Lewisburg. I think the biggest thing here, there is a church from 1700s, and also there was a Battle of Lewisburg during the Civil War, 1862, lasted less than a day. Yep, downtown Lewisburg. Lewisburg City Hall, 1899. Cute little park. And look, a little fountain. I guess adults can use it too, but if I was a kid, I'd be in it. Uh-oh, we've got rain. What do you do when it rains? Head into an antique store. Yeah, with the rain, we decided to head over to New River Gorge National Park. We're at the southern tip, but look, we've got a ton of information. But I think what we're going to do now is go to a little town not far from here, get something to eat, and then we may actually spend the night here in the national park. Visitor Center is one of those areas that keeps everything kind of natural. But there's milkweed for monarch butterflies. And here's, well, he's not a monarch, but he's pretty. Yeah, with all the overgrowth, it's kind of hard to see. That's a better view. That's the New River. We've been on the New River before in Freeze. All right, back up to Vannie VanGo. The little town of Hinton, West Virginia, right here on the New River. Do you call that a mural? Anyways, we made it to downtown Hinton. It's about 3 in the afternoon, so we're going to get a little snack and a cup of coffee and then head to the other viewpoint. Look at these desserts that they make here. Peanut butter explosion cake. Oh my God. Key lime pie. Pizza from a pizza oven. Even though the pizza looked good, I had to go with a steak and cheese, mostly because the onion rings are supposed to be great. Gone.
Chicken sandwich.
Here we go. Onion ring. Mmm. Good. And the steak and please. Mm. Look at that old building. Rivertown, the Ritz Theater, and a pretty cool mural. Limoncello cake to go.
Do that fly fishing, bud.
We made it. This is part of the new River Gorge National Park where we've been, but this is Sandstone Falls. That's what we saw earlier from the viewpoint. Actually, literally about 20 miles, but right over there. So after that downpour, it was a little cloudy for a while. Now the sun's out. Vannie VanGo is parked in the sun up there, getting the last little bit of solar. He's at about 90%. I'd like to get it to 100 before we sleep tonight, so hopefully we will. Here it is. Oh yeah. God, the sound of a waterfall is just so peaceful. And remember, that's what we just saw, but we were up, I think up there somewhere. And the town of Hinton we were at is about 10 miles upriver. I don't know if you can make, yeah, you can see him just over that rock. There's a few people swimming. See his head bobbing up? Nice, beautiful decked path here. Ah, gotta love nature, man. Smells beautiful, the sun shining, the waterfall in the background. Just realized earlier I said we were going to go to that restaurant and get a cup of coffee and a snack. Didn't realize that it was almost 5 o'clock. I thought it was like 3. So that's why we ended up having dinner. We got that pie we're going to have tonight at the campsite. See those fish? It's like a big group down here in the water. Whoa, almost killed myself. Some primitive camping at Meadow Creek Campground. Evidently it used to have electric, but I think they're all shut off now. Some of them are boxed up. Same with the water. But there are, I don't know, 20 or 30 sites. Some pit bathrooms. Part of the new River Gorge National Park. Some river access right back behind us. A few hundred feet. You can see the train behind us. Evidently that's one of the downfalls of this spot is the train comes through pretty often, and there is a cross up here, so they always hit their horn. I've heard it a couple times already. But the good news is, because of those train tracks, I think there's 4 of them side by side, it's hard for RVs to get over. So Class C's, Class A's, they say even fifth wheels, travel trailers should not attempt to cross the railroad tracks. So this is left for pretty much tents and people like us who are in Vannie VanGo. We do have our max air fan going, sucking cool air in through the windows here. Hopefully that'll go all night long. We still got 90%, so should be good to go. And with that said, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna go inside, watch some TV, hit the sack, and head home in the morning. All right, all. See you again real soon. Bye-bye now.